What do you do that's brave? In sales, we've got to be brave in order to be able to achieve the goals and business targets that we've got. I'm here at the Land Rover Experience Centre in Honiton, Devon, where they get people doing incredibly brave things, driving cars up big mountains in different areas, and encourage them to go through the ups and downs in a big Defender like this, and basically experience the thrills of going through stuff of driving that we wouldn't do normally. And the reality is, you've got to be a bit brave to do that. So I wanted to talk about what is it in sales that you need to do to be brave. How can you take those brave actions that can enable you to get the right results? My name is James White, sales trainer and mentor, back doing some videos in the open air, which is great. Looking forward to sharing a few thoughts and help you achieve your goals and get better skills to get incredible sales results. Let's have a look at the video. The first thing is this, prospecting. I always say to the companies and businesses that I work with, if you're not prepared to at least get in the seat and drive up the hill, you're never ever going to experience the highs and the lows of what it takes to drive these vehicles in great places. And the same applies for selling when it comes to reaching out to prospects that are in your market space. The reality is they don't know you exist, but yet if you've got a service or a product that can help them achieve savings maybe, or can help them achieve growth in their business, how are they going to get to know about you without you being brave and picking up the phone and speaking to them? Be in a position where you can create an outline of how you want to talk to those people. I've shared a video before on how you can approach prospects. Focus on the challenges and problems that that type of audience has. Maybe it's a certain type of industry or a certain type of business. And when you then engage with them, don't focus on you, focus on them. Focus on how you can ask a question about a challenge that they're going through and be prepared for the responses that you might get back. And again, like I said, if you want to jump in this car and go through some of the experiences here, you've got to be brave. And in sales, we've got to be brave. We've got to get outbound prospecting and make sure we're getting people in front of people that can potentially turn into customers for us. So the second way in which we need to be brave when it comes to sales is how we handle the response we're going to get from our prospects when we've engaged with them. The reality is this. Take this environment here where there's water, where they'll get the guys driving through these puddles and ponds and whatever else. And the reality is there's going to be a sense of trepidation and fear when they're doing that. But the instructors here and the guys like Paul who are able to show you what to do and how to do it are going to enable you to be prepared for what happens when you get into that situation. And the second way in which we've got to be prepared and brave when it comes to selling is we've got to know we're going to get objections. Objections are a common element of the way in which sales happens for businesses. Someone will say, I'm not interested right now, or I'm too busy, or send me some information, or who are you, I don't trust you, or maybe you've got further down the process and they're going to talk to you about pricing, and we'll come to that in a moment. The reality is objections happen. And what happens in sales is we have two choices in our brain. We have the fight mechanism where we can deal with that objection the right way and be brave and stand up to be counted, or we have the flight mechanism where we go, oh, and panic and run the other way. If you're in one of these cars and you're going through those difficult moments, you can't be in a position where you don't show bravery. You can't reverse back out of a pond or up a hill. It's not going to happen. You've got to be brave and move through it, but knowing how to prepare and deal with that challenge. And sales is no different. Be brave. Know the objections are going to happen, prepare for them, and if you do that, it's going to give you a much better chance of achieving the results you want. It won't guarantee success, but it's certainly going to give you an increased chance of getting the result you want. So here we are, you can see all the great cars that are behind there in the background, ready for people to go on their adventures and do their things in terms of the Land Rover Discovery Centre here. But it brings me on to my third and final point when it comes to this video about being brave when it comes to sales. Sitting at a desk, you might have had a chance to engage with a prospect on a conversation. You've got through from your prospecting, you've dealt with the objection, and then you're in a position where the prospect is then perfect for you. You know you can make a difference in their world, and they're then going to talk to you about how maybe you could work together. And maybe you're going to talk about your price, and they're then going to say, oh, that's too expensive for me, or can you discount it, or can you make it cheaper? And in sales, again, we've got this challenge of what to do when that happens. One of the key things that I encourage business owners to do is really be confident about your value and the price you charge. One of the tips that I'll give you is to repeat your price. Let's say your price is £700, £500, £300, whatever it is. Repeat it on a regular basis so that you feel totally and utterly comfortable and confident saying the price. The challenge is in sales is if we're unconfident, if we're feeling nervous about our pricing, when it comes to talking about it, we feel tentative and prospects seize upon that. So be brave about the pricing and the value that you charge. Of course, there's no point in being able to maybe charge thousands of pounds if the value that you're going to give is not going to give that. But the guys here at the Discovery Centre know that the cars that people drive are worth 50, 70, 80,000 pounds. So are they prepared to spend a few £100s to get a better experience driving them? Yes, they are. So the guys here are really able to teach people that are Land Rover and Range Rover owners how to drive their cars more effectively so that they can deal with any situation that they come across. And they charge a good price for that. But the price of that is far better than the price of them destroying or ruining the car they've got. In sales, we've got to focus on our value, and invariably it's never the price that's the problem, but our prospect doesn't value it enough. So when you start to lower your price or discount, it starts to cheapen the service that you offer. Be proud, be brave about your pricing and what you offer. Deal with the objection that's going to come through. Focus on the value you can create and how it can solve the problem or want for the prospect. And if you do that, you're going to be in a position to hopefully deal with the inquiry, get them on board at the price you've set, deliver a great service and turn those prospects into disciple customers that will tell other people about you. Just like I'm one of the people here telling you about how great the Discovery Centre is. It's a great centre. I encourage you to speak to Paul and the team if you want to have a great fun moment here down in Devon, driving these great cars up hills. It's going to take bravery. Are you brave when it comes to sales? I hope you are. If you're not, get in contact. Let's work on how we can develop your confidence and mindset to become braver, to be able to stand up to the challenges that sales as a business owner brings. And let's make sure we do the things needed to get you better sales results. I'm James White, sales trainer and mentor. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you've liked it. If you like it, share, comment in the section below your thoughts about how you've been brave. Share it with family, friends, and subscribe to the channel so you get my videos on a weekly basis. Look forward to sharing more videos with you really soon, hopefully in another beautiful location just like this. Thanks again to Paul, Seeley and the Discovery Centre guys for allowing me to film at their great location. I really encourage you to get in contact with Paul. Brilliant location, brilliant place for you to experience some incredible, brave activities in a car.